Welcome girls and guys. Something quite close to my heart today. We've got some LEDs. I love LEDs. Brilliant these are. Not that I've used these before, but yeah, I've got LEDs all over my gaff and just figured I'd have a play with these now, these matrixes. Now these panels, these are, the LED size is 50 by 50. The WS2812Bs, and this one in particular is a 8 by 32, so 8 LEDs high by 32 across. We're going to have a go at messing with these, trying to get them up and running. I'm going to run it with a ESP32 board, the Vroom 32 one. I mean, you can pick them up quite cheap, these things. I think they're about 4 or 5 quid or 6 quid or whatever, I don't know. It might even be cheaper, I can't remember. I've had these for quite a while, so yeah, but that's my plan of attack. These panels you can pick up between 4 quid and I'd say 7 quid, depending on where you get them from. And like I say, they come in all different shapes and sizes. But yeah, I've got, what did I buy? I bought 6. So we're going to have a go at setting 6 up all at once and see how we go from there. And we're going to set this up with WLED on the ESP controller, and we're also going to try and set it up with XLights, because WLED is brilliant, but it doesn't give you much control over fonts and text, and XLights lets you manipulate that, change the font size, colour, which way it scrolls in, out, and all the rest of it and whatnot. And I think XLights lets you play videos to a matrix as well. I mean, it's not going to be great, is it? I mean, come on. But yeah, I mean, it gives you a lot more control over WLED. And the main issue is you need to set WLED up on this ESP controller first. Once you've got all that working, I think you set XLights up with DMX or whatever else, I don't know, whatever, and then that goes across the network and transmits to the WLED controller and then displays on the screen from there. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is, there's lots of ways of doing this, but I've got some flexible plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the biggest size I can to take these LEDs, and I'm going to stick them on the plastic so they're quite rigid then, and then you can hang them from a wall or whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, I mean, that's my plan of attack with that. So what I've done is, I mean, I'm not going to be able to show you all of it, but this is my plastic. Yeah, just quite thin plastic. Quite big. I mean, I didn't have enough. I was probably about 10 or 20 mil short when you stick 3 of these across it. You know what I mean? And then I've drilled the holes to set the wires through, because you've got an input and output and then power injection. So what I'm going to do is I've got some 3M double-sided sticky tape here. I'm just going to run 2 lengths across there, 2 lengths across the bottom, and then I'm going to stick the LED panels down. So that's my next trick. try and stick these down all in one so they don't look like they're all over the shop. But yeah, so we'll give that a go now. Try and get these stuck down. But you can mount them on a bit of board or MDF or whatever else you've got lying about. I've just had a bit of plastic knocking about, so I'm going with that. So we'll stick some double-sided down, like so, all the way down to the bottom, and then chop it. So we'll cut that end off, and we'll do another run now along the bottom there. I know it's a bit awkward that you can't see, but it's that bloody big. I can't get it all on the camera, but you get the gist of it. So that's another length down there. Cut that off. Right, let's go another length. Oh, there we go. Cut that one off. Yep. Oh, I don't think I'm getting another length out of that. Right, let's go for the new roll. Right, and one final strip along the bottom, like so, all the way to the end. Chop it off. Yep, lovely. Right, we'll keep that tape for something else. Right, so I've got me double-sided stuck down. Now you really could do with a flat surface here to try and get these panels stuck properly. Unfortunately, I'm working in quite a small space. Let's try and get it best we can. So that'll do for one, won't it? Right, let's go for it. Try and pick this top layer off this double-sided sticky tape, which ain't easy. Won't make it easy for you. Come on. There we go. Got it, Anna. Wherever. Yeah, got that one. I'll try the next one. No, that ain't going to plan. Come on. Got that one. Right. So let's rip it all the way down to the middle. There we go. Right. The key is to try and get these wires through first before you actually try and stick it down. Else you can end up sticking it any old hour. So we'll get that wire through. That one. Oh, we got it. The power. Right. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. Can I get it back up? Blooming out. That tape's good. That tape is good. Jesus. Once you've touched it to that, it don't want to move. did not want to move once I stuck it down. Right, give it a bit of a shove. Right, that's one down. Let's take the top layer off that. Right, so come on, stuck to me. Right, we'll just bend these wires out a bit, and then it might make our life a bit easier. Right, try and thread them through. Pick it up. Right, let's see if we can get this stuck down level, straight. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. Come on, that wire for some reason. Oh, blooming heck. It's come out. There we go. Lovely. Yeah. This is high grab tape. It's really, really strong. I think it's designed to hold number plates on cars and stuff. That's what I've used. Whether it was a good idea or not, I don't know, but yeah, I mean... Right, let's spin it round and we'll try and get this side, this one in there. So, we'll just ease the wires back a bit. Yep. Yep. Right, let's thread them through. And let's try and get this one down straight. Yeah, that's gone perfect. Lovely. Right, that's the first three on. Now I've got a bit of overlap here because, like I say, I didn't have enough plastic, but oh well, beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, there we go. Right down to the end, and I've got an overlap on the other end. Right, let's peel this off. What did I do with my Stanley knife? There we go. Right, let's try and peel this off. God, it's a nightmare to get off sometimes, isn't it? Gotcha. Let's try that one. Oh, come on. That's sort of going. Come on. Gotcha. Yes. Alright, let's take all that off. Right, I can imagine this is going to be quite a hard bit because you've got to try and match it with the top as well. Right, so let's get that ending first. Oh. Yeah. Right, we need to get that one through the hole. Lovely. Yeah. Lovely. Just give it a squeeze down. Bang on. Right, let's give the next one a try. I'm amazed I've not blobbed it up yet. Shouldn't have spoke too soon, should I? Right, there. Is that it? It's starting to run off a little bit. I think we can pull it in though. Right, let's get that cable through. And let's try and pull it in a little bit. Yeah, lovely. Spot on. Another one stuck down properly. Right, spin her around and get this last one on. Right, the last one. There we go, all or nothing. I'll just get 2 wires through and I'll leave the other dangling for now. And just get the end stuck down, just to get it going. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, that one didn't go through very well, did it? Nor did that. May have made a bit of an error with the holes that I drilled. They're slightly off. But yeah, we're in. We're stuck down. Lovely. Right, there we go. So there, and we're all the way down to the end. Now if we flip over, look, yeah, alright, I mean, this slightly out, them two are slightly out, these are slightly to the side. Right, next thing is to plug them up. Now you can either drive this from this side or you can drive it from, oh no, I think there is a number 1 LED. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these two together, them two together, like so, and like so. And then if we can move it down a little bit, can you see that? I don't know. Yeah, there. 2 more there. Gets connected together. These two get connected together. Lovely. Right, I'm going to leave the power injection on these middle ones because I'm hoping that I can just inject power on one side. Right, that's the LEDs done, all ready to hang. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to got two on top, yeah, be careful which way you stick these down, because if you look on the edge of the LED there is like a taper on one side. Well, they all want to be pointing in the same way. Right, that's sound then, that. So I can put that to one side. Let's pop that out of the way a minute. Right. The ESP32 board now. Right, what you want to do is plug your cable into there, into your PC, and install WLED. It's really easy. You just go to the website and you can install it straight from the website to your ESP. I'm not going to show you how to do that because there's lots of videos online that show you how to do it, so I'll skip that bit. And what I'll do is I'll pick two ID ports, two data ports on here and set that up, but I'll show you all how to set it up, or how I've set it up, you know what I mean. So what I'll do is I'll get WLED flashed to this board now, and then I'll come back to you and then we'll carry on and I'll show you how to set the matrix up to run on it. Right, we've got WLED installed now, so let's go to config. Right, first off you need to set up your Wi-Fi. So pick your Wi-Fi, put your password in, blah blah blah, set that up. And next you need to go to LED preferences, and you want to be setting your outputs up now. Now because I've got 6 of them matrix panels, 3 of them will be all connected in line running on one data GPIO. Now I've got the first one running on 21, so that will be controlling the first 3 panels. The second one I've set up to GPIO 19. Now the 768 LEDs lamps, so you need to put that in. What else is there? I think that's about it on this page. Just remember these LEDs, these matrix panels, are GRB, not RGB. So that's that. I mean, obviously depending on what power supply you're using and what ampage or whatever, you need to set that up appropriate to what you're using. 2D configuration, you need to change the strip or panel to 2D matrix, not 1D, because we're using the number of panels 6. Right, here's where it gets a bit tricky, and you just, if you don't know what you're doing, you just play about. But I mean, obviously you can follow this, but my first panel I've got set up like this. So it's an 8x32 panel. Now the very first one, if you're just running one panel, just set it up as this. You know what I mean? You ain't got to mess with these panel 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. But if you're running 6 panels like I'm running, then obviously you need to go through and set up this. So the first LED is top left, then you've got orientation vertical, serpentine, and then put your panel size in, which is 8x32 or 32x8, whatever, which way you want to talk about it. And then the next panel that you add is exactly the same, 32x8, but the offset you have to change because the panel's following on from the first panel. You need to offset it by 32, and then the next panel after that you need to offset again. So you've got one that's 32 LEDs long, then another that's 32 LEDs long, which tells you the offset is 64. Now, panel 3. See, that's how I've got it set up. So you've got 0 look, which is 0, 0 offset. Then 32 LEDs further along, you've got another panel. And then 64 LEDs along, you've got another panel. So that ties up with this. So 0 is here, look. So 0 is 8 LEDs high by 32 LEDs long. And then you've got panel 1, which is another 32 LEDs. So you just bang in the length there, and then you get another panel and bang in the length there. Now the bottom row is an offset of 8. So you're going 8 down now. You know what I mean? So you just do the same, but y-axis you offset it by 8. If you was going to run another panel below that, you'd offset that again. You know what I mean? But let me scroll through and I'll just show you, and then you can have a look. In fact, I'll chuck a load of pictures up on the screen so you can view it and pause it. But yeah, it's a bit weird trying to do it yourself with no instructions or anything, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's that. What else we got? Sync interface. This is another one. If you go down to DMX import, so this is what you have to set up, DMX import. So type is Eve 1.31. The universe is 1. DMX start address is 1. I think pretty much all of it is pretty standard. I think it's all set up how it is here, so you haven't got to really mess with that. But this is what will help you when you come to set XLights up. I think if you don't have this set up like this, I think you're going to struggle with XLights. And yeah, that's pretty much all what you have to set up in there. But I've got a couple of presets made up. I mean, let me try and show you. Let's come out of that and go into, let me try and show you what we've got set up at the minute. It's a bit awkward with this camera. And it's not going to be great showing you this with this camera, but I'll give it a try. So there we go. So we've got it all blaring away. Now that's working in WLED. And like I say, WLED is brilliant. I mean, it's got some really, really good effects, but it's just quite limited to text, and I don't know if you want to stream videos for it or anything like that. You know what I mean? It is not great. I mean, that's the font in the text, and I mean, you can move it about and size it slightly, but other than that, it's quite limited. But I'm going to get when I've finished, I'm going to get a better video of the LEDs so you can actually see it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool, that is. I mean, I've got LEDs all over this room. But yeah, some fancy little things you can do with WLED, and it is quite powerful if you know what you're doing. I mean, you can run multiple controllers and all sorts, and God knows what else. There's loads of things you can do with it, but like I say, certain things it's quite limited. That's why people tend to jump to another program or whatever. But yeah, that's that. Let's just pop this camera back. There we go. Right, XLights. This took a bit of figuring out, this did. I've looked about to try and find some video or some instructions on how to set these cheap matrix LEDs. I mean, I've not made my life any easier by having 6 LEDs, 6 matrix, sorry, but yeah, it took some messing about, this did, and it's quite convoluted. It doesn't make sense how it's set up, but I don't know. I mean, other people might think different, but this is the setup that I've done and got XLights working with WLED and my 6 matrix. So you install the program, then you start off with controller. This is my controller. So I've just chucked the description as WLED. Vendor I've picked as WLED. Model I've picked as WLED. Variant is the ESP32. ID is 1 because I'm only using one controller, I think. Auto layout I've not touched. These I've not touched. Active I don't think I've touched. I've banged me IP address in what the WLED controller's running on. Protocol I've used DDP. And I think pretty much this is how it is, just standard. So that's that, and then you need to go to layout. Now here's where I struggled like hell to get this working. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'd get garble on the screen, and other times I'd get nothing. So yeah, I mean, and this don't make sense. You go to layout, and then you've got this here, and then if you click on it, it totally changes to something else, and you've got this. So which you meant to set up? Are you meant to type that in there or what? I ain't got a clue. Anyway, this is what I went to is create new matrix. I dragged it out to the rough size that my matrix was, and then I've gone through and I've set this up. So strings, this is typically the number of LEDs that you've got that's high, I think. Well, I've got 8 by 32, and then underneath that I've got another 8 by 32, which obviously 2 8s is 16. This is the width of your matrix. Well, mine is 96. Strings 1. Ethernet I've got as a controller. And I think that's about all I changed. I mean, WS2812, I don't know what that is. And then save it. And then I went to sequence and I added text from the bar at top and just dragged it down onto the matrix. I mean, there is another thing. If you double click on, where is it? There's somewhere where it brings up something. Can't remember where it is now. Thought it was in controllers. Oh, is it visualizer? Don't know. See, this program's so weird. I mean, it should bring up a visualize thing, but it isn't. And it's not going green now, look, for some reason. And yet it's working. I mean, why is that gone? See there, look, there we go. Now, I don't know why it's only given me 8 ports. I'm assuming that that's the first matrix, and then the second one is the one that's all in red. I don't know why it's made that all in red, but then you drag that over to here. Yeah, I mean, it's strange. The programming is all, oh, it's proper weird. I mean, they've not made it easy to set up. Yeah, I mean, it don't make sense, half of it, but my matrix is working for some reason. See, we've got a green light again now, look. I mean, what's that all about? It's not the greatest bit of software, I've got to admit. But still, I mean, if you want to use it, use it. But that, like I say, that's my setup, and I can get the panel working, all 6 panels working with XLights. So, in fact, let me try and show you. Let me just drop out of this and go to... Let's pop this back on and see if we can get a full screen of... Right, let's pop that up there. So that's WLED running now. Now if we go to XLights and click on that output to lights and give it a blast, there we go. So it does output, it does work. It's a bit convoluted and a bit hit and miss, I think. But yeah, I mean, it's all working. So that's that. Right, let's stop that. I'll pop this back. Right guys, I've been messing about for hours. Oh, yeah, I've been messing about for proper hours. But there we go. That's 12 LED matrices running on one ESP32. You know what I mean? That's a big display, that is. You know what I mean? A massive display. Yeah. Oh, let's try and get up. You know what I mean? And show you. That's that there is 3,000 LEDs. And I mean, I've got it running off my bench power supply. Just temporarily, where I get a decent power supply for it. But yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah. I mean, the thing's struggling. That little ESP up there, I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah, that's definitely running all that, the whole lot. Yeah, and it does run out of juice. Let me just come down to, where are we? Yeah, here we go. So Ghost Rider's running, look. What else we got? Halloween Eyes. I don't know what that is. Here we go, there's another. I mean, that's running well, that is. What else we got? Don't know what that is, but yeah. Another one. Let's find another matrix. That runs lovely. That don't take a lot. Let's speed it up. There we go. I mean, this is 12 panels, and it's probably, I'm guessing, what, 6.5 foot long? Yeah, 6.5 foot. It might even be more, I don't know. What else we got? Meteor balls. I mean, obviously when more LEDs are lit, it's going to draw a lot more amps and power, but I'm limited to 3 amps on my power supply. But I mean, it's coping with it. But if you select some, it does crash, it does time out and go, the ESP's run out of juice, you know what I mean, with RAM. But yeah, I mean, what else we got? Octopus. Yeah, it runs out really well. What else we got? Palette. That'll be all the different colours and whatnot. Plasma balls. Polar lights. Oh, that's cool. That's a good one. See, I mean, don't get me wrong, although it's a massive display, do you notice at the end though it's struggling? Not with brightness, with calculating what LEDs should be lit and what shouldn't be lit. It's almost like, I mean, you look at the start and it's fine, and then as you gradually get down to the end, it just looks messed up. And I'm guessing that's down to the ESP, it's just struggling. What else we got? Rain. Yeah, there we go. Rain, yeah. See the end, look, it's bouncing up instead of down. Just doesn't look right. Something wrong there. What else we got? Ripple. Yeah, that looks good. And yet at the end, look, it still looks fine at the end with that one. So I don't know whether it's a glitch in the software or whether it's actually running out of memory and just struggling. You know what I mean? See, it's glitching at the end there. I can see it. Quite hard to detect. What else we got? Scrolling text. Well, that's not scrolling, is it? You know what I mean? Yeah, see, that's working all right. That's pretty cool. Soap. What else? Starship. So that's running fine. Another one. What else we got? Some radiation. See at the end, look. Check the end. Look. It's like all messed up for some reason. And yet I've got the matrix set up properly. It's all working. The text is fine on the screen, but for some reason some of them just get all garbled. Don't know whether it's because I'm running such a big LED matrix or what. Tartan lot. What else we got? Wavy. Oh, that's a good one. That looks pretty cool. I'm sorry for me shaky hands. You know what I mean? Yeah. Another one. That looks proper. But scroll up, and if we go to bouncing balls, click bouncing balls. Yeah. Oh no. It's hadn't done it. It's actually fucking done it. Jesus. So the bouncy balls. What else we got? Colour burst. I stand corrected. When I clicked on bouncy balls before, well, 3 times before, it just crashed and went memory problem or memory over. Oh yeah, here we go. What's this? Here we go. Error 8. Effective RAM. Yes. This is what I'm saying. Crazy bird. Bees. And yet it's still playing. Yeah. ESP, innit? You know what I mean? It's only a tiny little board. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm asking a lot from the board, aren't I? Running a matrix that size. But, hey. You know what I mean? At least they got it working. You know what I mean? And it was a struggle. It was a struggle. You know what I mean? It really was a struggle. If we're going to config LED preferences, I've had to run it on 2 GPIO pins, and then if I come back out and go to 2D config, yeah, it was a bit of a mission to get it set up. You know what I mean? But what you have to do is you have to run 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along the top, and then run 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 along the bottom. I mean, I missed that. I got it all screwed up. I was running 1, 2, 3. No, I was running 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, and I just got it all wrapped round my head. I tell you what, let's load up XLights. Let's see what happens when we load up XLights. And this thing, mate, I've double clicked on it and tried to load it up, look, and look, sat here waiting. You know, that program is so problematic, it's unreal. I get 10 minutes, it'll probably load up. You know what I mean? They really need to get their act together with that XLights. It is nightmare. But yes, looking brilliant that is. I mean, I love my LEDs. I've got LEDs all over the shop. You know what I mean? I love my LEDs. My whole place is full of LEDs. If you come and stand long enough in one place, I'll stick LEDs. Check this. You know, that's how long it's took for XLights to load up. There we go. Jesus Christ. Wind it up.